Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a you versus them reading for the sign of Pisces. Now, this is going to be where your energy is, and this is going to be where your person's energy is. Firstly, I'm going to draw a card to get what you need to work on, and then I'm going to take a look at your current feelings towards your person, your current intentions towards your person, and then what action, if any, you will take towards your person. I'll do the same over here on this side for your person, and then I'll get a card for each of you for your current dynamic, what role you play in each other's lives, and then I will get 3 cards for advice at the end. Alright, so let's get started. So, what does Pisces need to work on? Oh, that was too many. Alright, so we got card number 8, Weeping Wound. You are not your wounds. Well, that was short. Healing happens as our wounds receive sufficient attention, treatment, and expression. Wounds stop bleeding once the pain has been known and released. This needs to occur on an emotional, psychological, physical, and spiritual level. Until then, no scar tissue can begin to form, leaving our wounds exposed to infection. The maiden remains a prisoner in her pain. Her wounds bleed over her potential, voice, perception, and present. She is shown up to support you through a time of safely addressing whatever wounds still bleed over your life. Perhaps you find yourself in a toxic relationship, being mistreated or taken advantage of by your family, friends, or those in your workplace. Alternatively, it could be that you experience ongoing money issues, challenges with addiction, or never feeling sufficiently acknowledged, heard, or regarded. Give yourself permission to prioritize tending to whatever outstanding core wounds and false beliefs you have with love and light. Shower your wounded maiden self with compassion. Listen to her without judgment. Validate the tears she cries. Feel with her. Access your inherent nurturing and protective mother, guardian, and crone capacity to do this. Assure your wounded maiden self that she is no longer alone with her pain. From a support network with a loved one, a safe friend, a healing professional, or a mental health expert, or perhaps all 4. Allow them to bear witness to your story. Often expressing the depths of our pain to another frees us to experience life beyond the hurt and horror. To have another bear witness to the injured parts of ourselves has the power to release us from the unbearable pain and heal. Once enough scar tissue is formed, wounds can stop opening up in the present to hurt us all over again. Having drawn this card may also signify a time of being called upon to support someone by bearing witness to their core wounds. Maiden's message. You are so much more than your wounds. It is never too late to grow beyond them. It is always possible to access the rest of your life without them bleeding over it. We all must feel, express, and release our way through our pain. There are no shortcuts, but once it is thoroughly done, it is done. It is hard work over an intense period that takes you as long as it takes. Once complete, the insights, peace, light, love, and liberation of being on the other side of your wounds will transform you in unimaginable ways. Your once greatest hurt has the potential to become your greatest power. If, and only if, you show up for whatever it takes to complete the process. Now, with that, okay, I get that you could definitely have some addictions, and that's one of many things that could be standing in your way of healing your hurt. But also, I feel like you may even, in a sense, be avoiding it. You may not really want to deal with it, but at the end of the day, it's kind of necessary in order to grow, in order to move forward, in order to have healthier relationships, not just with others, but also with the self. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at your current feelings towards your person. Jesus. Alrighty then. Alright, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, which tells me that you see this person as your wish fulfillment. This is, in essence, your person. Now we have Strength with the Eight of Wands. And the Hermit. So I get that there is a lot that you've really been holding back from this individual, and you're currently at the point of breaking. And with the Hermit, I get that you were in hermit mode essentially, like you just hid away from this person. And during that time, you were really learning a lot about yourself, and you're really becoming, like, enlightened. And, it could even be, becoming enlightened about this particular individual and what they actually are to you, what role, they play in your life. But, with the Hermit coming after the Eight of Wands, I really get that, you're going to be rushing forward with a lot of communication where, you're essentially going to be explaining to this person, like, the things that you have realized over the time that you have not been in communication, essentially. And I feel like one of those things is that, you feel like, they're your soulmate, they're your person, like, they are who you want, truly. I get that, you guys could have really known each other for quite some time, when I say quite some time, I mean, like, a decade or more. Like, you've known each other for a while. Alright, so now I'm going to take a look at your current intentions towards your person. Oop, that's way too many. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. I mean, why did I say the Eight of Wands? The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so I definitely get that you intend to move forward with this person and, like, build a family, you know. You want to have that life with them. You want to have the house, the home, the pets, the kids, the money, all of that good stuff, right? All of that abundance. Now, first we have the Three of Pentacles. Then we have the Knight of Wands. The Queen of Cups. The Eight of Swords. And the Seven of Cups. So, you know, here I get as far as your current intentions, right? You want to come forward and, you know, you want to work with this person, right? You want to really let loose all of your passion. And with that, okay, I get that you really want to, like, express to this individual, like, all of these feelings that you've really been holding back, and in essence that will be you getting out of your own way and finally, you know, making an indefinite choice. And I mean, with the Ten of Pentacles, I almost said Cups, where's my brain? With the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here, I mean, that totally makes a ton of sense. Alright, now we're going to take a look at what action, if any, you're going to make towards your person. Alright, so let's see. I mean, the Two of Swords being the first one, definitely making a decision here. Did that really have to knock both of them off? Alright, so we have, excuse me? Okay. We have the Fool and the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I get, you know, you're taking that leap towards this person, right? And you're not letting your past trauma really get in the way of you, you know, doing what you need to do. Because with the Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands, I really, oh whoops, did I even show those? I did not. Alright, so, you know, we had the Two of Swords that first flipped out. Then we have the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands. Now, I definitely get here that, for one thing, your person could definitely be a fire sign, because we have a considerable amount of wands out here, both wands and cups. And aside from those, you know, we only have two cards representing the Suit of Swords, and then we have two cards that are major arcana. But anyways, you know, with the Two of Swords to the Seven of Wands, I get that, you know, you're making the decision to let your guard down, come towards this person, and really, you know, express to them this success that you feel like you two can have together. You know, letting them know, like, you really genuinely want to work on this with them. Alright, now, to see what your person needs to work on. Alright, so we have card number 9. Responding, not reacting. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. Excuse me. Children cannot control their emotions. Developmentally, their capacity is limited to reflexive reaction until the energy is physically released, as the maiden to the left illustrates. This is why the mother, guardian, crone, or male guardian equivalent is crucial to a child's first 8 years of life. The child is dependent upon the guardian to acknowledge, validate, and hold space for the reality of the child's emotional experience. When a guardian lovingly models for the child how to constructively respond to the full spectrum of uncomfortable emotions, the child learns how to deal with them effectively. Ideally, the guardian will calmly and appropriately support the child until an uncomfortable emotion abates. It is most helpful when the guardian names the emotion, empathizes with the child, and gives assurance that all is, or will be, okay. When constructive advice is offered on how to restore equilibrium or achieve some form of reconciliation or resolution, the child learns how to process and think in terms of moving forward from an upsetting situation. There is no end to how much modeling, mentoring, and guidance from a guardian beneficially equips a child for dealing with life throughout every step of it. Emotional support is necessary from a guardian until a child develops the capacity to independently self-regulate when in distress. The maiden to the right of the card demonstrates this internalized ability as she soothes her reactive duplicate to the left. She represents the ideally integrated capacity to diffuse the impulse to react and instead respond, after taking the time to consider the most beneficial course of action calmly. You might benefit from responding rather than reacting to a certain person, group, or situation. While our survival mechanism triggers reactive emotions that provide valuable feedback not to be ignored, to react impulsively has the potential to turn a negative situation into a double negative. Therefore, the maidens encourage you to step away and take time out to consider how you might calmly and most effectively respond. The maidens assure you that you have what it takes to stay in your power and integrity as you gracefully attempt to move amicably forward. Maiden's message. Remain in your self-control and therefore integrity as you assert yourself with the respect and consideration to all parties involved. If a person or a circumstance cannot or will not meet you halfway, empower yourself by walking away. As you leave, feel your emotions and empathize with yourself. Let any uncomfortable emotion be acknowledged and energetically released in a safe space and through your preferred form of movement. Take what is to be learned from the uncomfortable experience and use it to assist you in going forward positively. Alright, well, I definitely get that your person is quite reactive. You know, they may not think much before taking action, before, they may not really process things before dealing with them, especially when it comes to situations with people that may get very emotional or intense. And with that, I really get that they definitely need to do some inner child healing. Alright, now I'm going to take a look at what your person's current feelings are towards you. dare I say you and your person are kind of on the same page here. Right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So, your person really feels like charging at you with passion. And that could honestly be in any way, shape, or form. Like they feel very strongly about you. I really get that, their feelings could have possibly grown even more for you during this time of separation. Now, the first card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Hermit, which you also had for them in your current feelings towards them. And then we have the Six of Cups. So again, they've really been like reminiscing on the good times you guys have had, and during this separation, right, they themselves have also been in a hermit mode of sorts, where they've really been evaluating a lot of things, including, how they truly feel about you, and what, or who rather, you really are to them in their life. And now with the Ace of Pentacles, right, I get that they really see a lot of like potential here for a fresh new beginning, for things to move forward in a very positive direction. Alright, now to get your person's current intentions towards you. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Battery died again. Okay. I've been doing a lot of these readings, and these are like definitely much longer than I'm used to doing. And I'm also not used to using an actual camera. Excuse me. So, yeah. Here we go. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck for your person's current intentions, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And that tells me that they really feel a shift in the energies in a more positive direction. They feel like, the universe is currently on their side, and I don't think anything can stop them. Or, well, they don't feel like anything can stop them. Alright, so the first card we have here is the Ten of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles and Strength. So again, here, firstly, might I point out, we have two tens here. Two majorly abundant, positive, beautiful tens. Alright, the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Like, this person wants it all with you, and they intend to have it. They're going to, once you come forward with your feelings, with all this communication, right, it's a sealed deal. Like, the both of you have the Ten of Pentacles, and then, here they have this Ace of Cups. Like, they have like, words. They have like an overflowing amount of emotion for you. Like, and again, it is getting very hard for them to contain here with the Strength card. They're doing their best, but I feel like with Strength showing up and like what action they're going, not what action, and like what their intentions are, like, they're not intending to be strong anymore. They're intending to just let all that love overflow out of that cup and into yours, right? They really intend to show you that, you know, they want this, they want it all with you, and that you are their emotional fulfillment. Now, to take a look at their to take a look at what actions, if any, they will take towards you. Oh, well, that was easy. Curiouser and curiouser. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. So, wow, that makes 3 aces here. Okay. So, this person, your person, right, would really, they have a lot of new, fresh, like, invigorating ideas for, like, what they would like with you, right? I feel like you guys may not have really discussed such things, like, in depth, like wanting anything. There hasn't even been like a major expression of feelings. Like, there may have been like an admittance of feelings, but it wasn't like to the full extent of what you feel or what they feel. Yeah, first we have the 3 of Swords. And then we have the 5 of Wands. Come on. Don't be rude. Did I already say that this was the 9 of Wands? Yeah, so here we have the 9 of Wands. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. So, with that, okay, as far as what action they're going to take towards you, I feel like they are honestly, like, I feel like the ball has sort of been left in your court here. So it's not exactly that they're going to take action towards you, but once you come towards them, once you open up to them, because I feel like they may have expressed more than you have when it comes to, like, their feelings. I get that, you know, they really want to heal the situation with you. They don't care what other people say, what other people, you know, feel about their decision to work things out with you and be with you. And they're going to move past, you know, their past hurt, their relationship traumas, if you will, to really work on things and grow this with you. Like, I feel like this is something that they've wanted, the both of you have wanted for a very long time. So once you break that seal of emotion, okay, it's all just going to come pouring out. So be ready. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at what your role is in their life, and then what role they play in your life. Just give me one card, jeez. Okay, thank you. Alright, now what role does Pisces person play in their life? Alright, so you got the Ace of Thread, Fiber, Wandering, Warmth, and Gentleness. Your person got Ace of Paper, pulp. Malleability, aptitude, and versatility. Alright, so the Ace of Thread is the card of fiber, the raw materials we use to spin thread. Fiber isn't thread just yet, hasn't been spun into a straight line, and is still free to float on the breeze or lay softly in its bin. There are still many ways it could be used. This card represents a sense of wanderlust, a desire to travel or drift curiously through unknown places in search of enjoyment. It is a light-hearted card associated with warmth and gentleness, like the feel of cotton on the skin. When this card appears awakened, it suggests letting yourself be free and joyful, open to anything that might come your way. Yeah, no, you see, I feel like that's kind of like what you are to your person, right? Like you're a safe space, you are somewhere that they can go to be vulnerable, somewhere that they can go to really truly express themselves and be who they actually are. And, be greeted with warmth and acceptance and gentleness. Alright, now, the Ace of Paper. Pulp is the mashed and beaten fibers that are combined with water to create slurry, which is then layered in thin sheets to create paper. Pulp comes from many plant and animal sources and needs to be processed before it's ready to become paper. This card represents a state of malleability and readiness that comes before the act of creation. In this stage, the fibers are still loose, not yet bound and dried into solid sheets. They can be manipulated in many ways, and different fibers will create different kinds of paper. Thus, it represents versatility, an ability to become many things. In this state, choices are still open, anything is possible. With that, I really get that your person can literally be whatever it is you need them to be. They're a very versatile individual. They may have been through particular situations that have required them to be comfortable in change, in transition, and kind of having to step outside of themselves to really fit in where they are. Alright, so now I'm going to get you some advice on this situation. Alright, so, okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, rather. So, you definitely know that this is going to be extremely successful. This is going to work out. You just have to find the courage to make that move. But at the same time, still with the Knight of Pentacles, right? You're being asked to take your time. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. You want to really, I don't exactly want to say like plan this out, but you want to make sure that you're going about it in the right way, right? Now, we have the Eight of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Tower. So as far as advice with this, I really get, right, you are being asked to keep going on your path, right? Keep really figuring out who you are, what it is you genuinely want, because when this tower comes in, you're going to need to have that assurance, right? You're going to need to have that understanding of self and, what your morals are, what it is you are and are not willing to accept from a person in a situation, in a relationship, right? You want to make sure that you are clear on you so that way you can genuinely get clear with your person. Alright, so that is the message that I have for you today. I do hope it serves you well. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.